Welcome to News Alert on Capital Television.
The Director of Programs for the Africa Center for Energy Policy has charged the government to be transparent and truthful with the citizenry about the power situation in the country. Ben Boachi says the government and the institutions mandated to produce and supply power must come clear on exactly what the cause of the power crisis is. He called for proper audit of the situation, stating that the promises by those in authority that the power crisis would end soon cannot be taken serious. He urged the government to find suitable investment partners to help generate more power, predicting that Ghana could plunge into total darkness if pressure continues to be exerted on the current generating plants.
Proper energy sector, a robust system, you need a reserve margin of about between 10 to 20% of your generation capacity. And what reserve margin does is that when there is a shutdown of any plant, you have a standby generating plant that can kick in, to make up for the loss in the other plants. So if we do not have that reserve margin, you cannot guarantee Ghanaians that we wouldn't have power shortages at some point. We still maintain that it is important for us as a country to sit down and do a proper audit of our plants and our machines and see how much generation capacity we need to bring on to be sure that we can be able to cushion the system to avert this constant load shedding. It cannot be a 9-day wonder. It cannot be an instant solution. So we have to be transparent with the Ghanaian people and tell them that we have a challenge. This is the challenges we have, A, B, C, D, and this is the program we have in the next 2 to 3 years to solve the challenge. Other than that, we're just going to remain promising the people and stressing the plants, and they break down and everything comes to a standstill.
He advised that institutions be allowed to function without interference.
As a country, we have consigned ourselves to a situation where we think that Ghanaians cannot do it, government entities cannot function. But the problem is that we don't allow government entities to function. You have ECG that has a board, and the procurement systems are not allowed to function in a way that brings efficiency, into the sector. Talk about the meters that they're procuring at a cost to government and to the people of this country, and some of them are not functioning.
Some media reports that workers of the Kolebu Pharmacy Department have laid down their tools to protest the reversal of a change in the signatories of the revolving drug account are false. A visit to the pharmacy department today saw workers of the department busily serving patients. It could be recalled that earlier this week, officials of the Kolebu Pharmacy Department protested against a decision by the board of directors and the chief executive officer to withdraw the head of the pharmacy department from the signatories to the revolving drug account. Though the spokesman for the department, Raymond Tete, hinted that if the decision of the board and the CEO to withdraw the head of pharmacy from the signatories to the revolving drug account is not rescinded, the workers of the department will not cooperate with the authorities. Pharmacist Raymond Tete spoke to Capital TV News on Wednesday, 11 June 2014.
By Friday, we have not received the messy reports, and they still maintain their stand of, going ahead. They've taken the checks from us to issue the checks on their own without the director of pharmacy being a signatory to the account. Then we are sorry, we cannot continue to cooperate with them.
Despite the threat, no such action has been taken yet. A source told the news team that no decision has been taken by the heads of the department to lay down their tools as of today.
The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection has advanced plans to revamp the Efforts Sutherland Children's Park into a nature spot by building basketball courts, information and communication technology center, and library to serve children and young adults who patronize the facility. According to Head of Research and Advocacy for the Ministry, the intended revamping of the facility will boost patronage of the recreational center, which has currently declined. The 2.5-acre land, which was secured by author and playwright Efforts Sutherland, was made a full recreational center for children with the inception of World Children's Day in 1979. The head of research and advocacy, Sylvester Chejemfi, spoke to Capital TV for the plans of the ministry to revamp the center.
It's a gift for the children of this country, and we have to, and we hope that the people that we are asking support from would also see it as a need to, be brought up to the level that we would wish. We want to, for the face of the park, if we have funding, we can develop the face into a car park. We can generate fund from that, because sometimes you see taxi drivers parked in front of them. That place can be developed into a car park and bring some revenue. We can have all kinds of facilities there. We can have maybe a computer center for children to come there to use. We can have a library facility, and we need more of the play. And in fact, we have set up a committee here that occasionally meets to plan the way forward on the park.
The Bank of Ghana is set to announce measures to ease foreign exchange controls to allow withdrawals up to $10,000 without proof of travel. The measures come after a thorough review of the controls the central bank introduced in February this year to halt the depreciation of the cedi. The earlier measures limited access to foreign exchange and restricted local trade transactions to the cedi. And the current regulations, foreign exchange and foreign currency account holders are required to provide documentation for transfers outside Ghana and are only able to withdraw up to the equivalent of $10,000 for travel abroad. That restriction is expected to be relaxed, and foreign currency account holders will no longer need to show proof of travel in order to withdraw from their foreign account, as well as restrictions that require exporters to collect and repatriate in full the proceeds of their exports to their local banks within 60 days of shipments are also expected to be relaxed. Brazil kick-started their World Cup campaign with a 3-1 win against Croatia in the first match of the tournament. Neymar proved to be the poster boy when he netted a brace with Chelsea's Oscar sealing the win. Earlier in the 11th minute, Marcelo gave the home fans heartaches with an own goal, but such aches were quickly put to bed with Neymar's goals. In news that will excite Ghanaians, Cristiano Ronaldo set alarms ringing for Portugal on Thursday as he failed to complete his size training session and left the pitch with a large ice pack on his left knee. The Real Madrid forward has been struggling with tendinitis but returned to action for 66 minutes in Portugal's 5-1 friendly win over Ireland on Tuesday. After that, the 29-year-old told reporters that he was 99.9% fit but participated only in stretching with his teammates on Thursday and left the pitch with his knee in an ice pack after signing autographs for fans.
Host of Drive Time on Joy FM, Nathaniel Kwabna Anochi Edisi, also known as Bola Ray, has tendered in his resignation and is set to leave the station at the end of June. Bola Ray, who has been working with Joy FM for a decade, had a meeting with CEO of Multimedia Group, Kwesi Chum, to explain his action and receive his blessings. Bola, who runs his Empire Entertainment outfit and Empire Radio in Takoradi, is expected to oversee the rebranding rebranding and management of Power 103.5 FM. Meanwhile, his wife, Dorcas, has given birth to their third child on Thursday, with the baby christened Adele Mamisewa Anochi Edisi.
That ends News Alert on Capital Television.